All right, we are back with Brandon Winckler and Michelle Marie, the two stars of Disgaea 6. How you guys doing?
Doing good. How about you? I'm here. I'm feeling quite woken up this morning with my coffee. I'm quite nice. How about you?
Nice. Oh, I'm busy as ever, but thank you guys for taking the time to talk to us. So we have Disgaea 6 complete coming out real soon. So we thought we'd sit
Woo!
down with the two main characters of the game and kind of get to know you guys a bit better. And we'll ask you a few questions, and we'll do a couple fun games, and we'll have a good time. Good time for everyone. Disgaea 6. We are 6 chapters into this long-running RPG franchise, and as far as I'm aware, you two are kind of sort of making your. This is your first time sort of being in like the spotlight for this series. So, how do you feel about being part of this new chapter of a long-running RPG series?
You first,
Oh, I get to go
please.
first. Thank you.
Yes.
I just am having so much fun because I love Bieko a lot. She's very cute, and I actually get to do like a really strange voice that is like not even close to my normal voice. So it's just a lot of fun to be a part of that. And the characters are really colorful and really funny, and so it's just really fun to be a part of that. I actually didn't know about Disgaea 6 before I was, or Disgaea 6. Of course, I didn't know about it before I auditioned. I didn't know about Disgaea before I was a part of Disgaea 6, but it seems like it's a really fun game and that there's like a lot of people who are fans of it, and it's just really fun to be a part of it.
For me, I knew what Disgaea was like long before I was involved with Disgaea 6. Just mainly in passing, like Disgaea was one of those things, especially in my hometown, where a lot of people knew about it. A lot of my friends played it growing up, and then on top of that, it's so unique in the sense that if you walk by a game cover with Disgaea on it, you're gonna know it's Disgaea. It's that standout, and they have such unique character designs and such unique characters in general, and in such a style to it that I feel like is so so pronounced and in your face that I love. you know um and I'm really excited to be a part of Disgaea. I love Zed. I love all the characters in Disgaea 6. They all have their own little journey that they go on, and on top of all that, you get to grow with Zed through the journey, and I feel like that's something that sometimes a lot of franchises get wrong. So like I feel like this was like a real knockout performance and a knockout game. So pick up Disgaea 6 complete, please.
Nice, nice. And that's really great to kind of hear that this was sort of a journey you took alongside your characters, so to speak. Um, as you've mentioned, it's not this is definitely an established series, but this is also kind of a fresh take on it with Disgaea 6. To kind of dig into your kind of what your inspirations were. Michelle, you mentioned that Biko was different for you, and Brandon, you mentioned that Zed was probably relatable to you in a lot of ways. So, what did each of you bring to your portrayal and your performance for each character? Like, what inspired Biko and Zed for you guys?
So I don't know about you, but I'm gonna start at the audition. So I got the audition in my inbox. I forget when. It was such a long time ago. It feels like, but I remember seeing Zed, and you have those moments occasionally where you see a character and you're just like, yes, I understand this character, and I get to add, or I know exactly what to add to this character to make it stand out. As far as an actor's choice goes. And for me, funny enough, my girlfriend inspired me as far as like Zed goes, because she's very headstrong and she's very, she uses swords on a day-to-day basis. And
Oh,
yeah, I know, right? Crazy. And and she's very fierce, and like, so I channeled a lot of that energy that I get from her into Zed. Like, not to say that she's violent or anything, but like saying that like she's certainly, you know, she can give that impression. You know,
You gotta be careful.
yeah, I know.
She's gonna watch this and be like,
Oh, I
"Brandon."
told her about this. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring you up during this, and like,
Oh, okay.
it's true because, you know, just like there is such a ferocity with Zed that is kind of, you know, a mask for something else entirely. You know, and that's what makes Zed interesting. You know, he comes off as is this really like brazen, you know, hard-headed, you know, gotta destroy everything in my path, you know, type character. But in reality, you know, there's just a reason for it, you know, and I love being able to play characters that have those layers that you can, you know, kind of dig into as an actor, and, you know, make interesting choices, and you know, grow, you know, with the character as an actor. So yeah, that's what inspired me, which, you know, so shout out, Alex.
That's awesome. All right.
For me, it's kind of similar to Brandon's experience. I saw Bieko and I was like, it me. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't happen often where I see a character and I'm like, okay, I have a really good feeling that I'm probably gonna be this character. But Bieko was I really had a good feeling about her. I used to be a preschool teacher, so I actually drew on my experience being around kids, because they're always like wide-eyed and they ask questions because everything is new. Like, you laugh, but like a baby is staring at the carpet because they've never seen a carpet before in their life, and so it's like so fascinating to them. And that's, you know, that childlike wonder of like experiencing the world for the first time is something that I brought to Bieko, and I love doing that because it's just sort of like, you know, it's really wholesome and fun, and just, I love that, you know, she's so random in her enthusiasm and her excitement, because just everything, that's the thing I love about kids, is that, you know, they're so genuine with their expressions and their emotions, and that's something that I really wanted to bring to Bieko. So yeah,
It definitely came through. I think definitely one of the most endearing characters I've heard. That's great. So obviously the landscape of recording a voiceover has definitely changed, especially in the past couple years. What's it like recording for these two characters in particular for you guys? I'm not entirely sure when you guys actually did the recording, so maybe you can recall the experience with these two characters for you guys.
Yeah. You want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, it was kind of interesting, but I think at that point it wasn't like the first session that I had, so I was kind of used to it. I might be kind of weird, but I actually like recording from home, because then I get to wear PJs or whatever I want, and then I can like sleep in and be like, oh, I have 5 minutes till my session. I don't actually like wake up at least an hour before, but like, you know, it's, to me, it's like a little less pressure because I can just walk down the hall to the booth. But I know that it's like harder on engineers because of sound quality, and like, shout out to all the engineers out there, because you guys make us sound good. So I know that like that's hard on that end. But yeah, it wasn't too different. I mean, once you get in the zone for your character, you kind of don't really pay attention to what's around you.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's so weird because actually in sessions, I've talked about this before, but when you are so into the scene or the character, I actually forget like what I did, and then when the things come out, I'm like, oh, I don't remember recording that, but obviously I did because that's my voice.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, it's crazy that you mentioned that. So I actually went through my emails, and we started recording Disgaea 6 around October of 2020, which is crazy. Yeah, I think my first session was October 16th, which is crazy. And so anyway, So it's funny that you mentioned that because it really does happen like that. You get so engrossed in a character, I forget half the lines I voice. It's just like we're having a conversation right now. You won't remember that conversation probably in like a week's time because you're in the moment and you're just you're in the moment. But anyway, recording from home for me is a little bit more distracting because for me it's like my office is also my bedroom, and so I recorded all of Disgaea 6 from my bedroom, which is crazy. So like I could just hop out of the booth. I could just hop out of the booth and then flop on the bed, and then take my 5-minute break and then drag myself out of bed again and just waltz into the booth and do my thing. But yeah, it's interesting. Again, like you kind of forget, your experience, but you don't forget how you feel, if that makes sense. I remember the thoughts and the feelings that were going through Zed's, mind when we were recording, but I can't remember the words. You know what I mean? Like I will always remember the emotional experience of being Zed. I may not remember certain lines or certain big moments in the story, but I'll always remember how it felt. So
That's actually great to hear. I know, Michelle, we've talked about being in the zone, being in that kind of mindset of you're feeling the moment, and I think that translated very, very well. I think no matter how much I hear from Zed and Bieko, I do feel kind of that emotional headspace. I think that's what came across the strongest in, from my view anyway, and I'm sure a lot of people have felt that as well. They definitely feel those emotions that you channeled in there. So you guys went into length about kind of what inspired each of your characters, maybe how you connect to them. Did you learn anything new, or maybe came to some realizations through these characters?
Ooh. We'll wait on this plane to pass, and then
Go
I think.
away, plane.
Yeah, and this is the one of the experiences from recording from home.
Oh yeah, that's another thing is that we have to pause if the plane goes over. Like, land plane.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of a flight path, so.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So now they're gone.
Gosh, I think with Bieko, I just love that she is so excited about life, and just, it's sort of like connecting back to the little things, or the small things that matter, because she is so, like, she wants to be a doctor, she wants to, support her brother, and even like when things are kind of scary or things aren't going well, she's kind of positive and she's like, hey, let's find, a good outcome. I believe in people and I believe in the goodness in them, even if they themselves don't believe in that. And even though she's like, young, having that kind of mindset, I think is really admirable. And I like that. And it's just fun being random, like with Bieko, because the voice that I use is just so fun. Because there's this thing that kids do is when I guess we all kind of do that. We don't really grow out of it, but we think on the fly. But with kids, it's like they sort of like kind of randomly like do stuff when they think, and then they get really excited because they thought of something. And so it's just like really fun to, do that kind of voice, because I don't know, it's just really fun to sort of be spontaneous. So.
Let's see. One thing I learned from Zed. Man, I think one of the biggest things that I learned from Zed is just learning to not having to shoulder all of your burdens. I think one of the things that Zed is a great example of is someone who's ridiculously stubborn. So Zed is definitely the type of person that would rather shoulder all the like hard things on his own rather than burden anyone else. And I swear I'm like that too. You know, where it's just like if I have an issue, I won't let anyone know, and I'm just like, I'm fine, everything's great, the world isn't on fire, you know. So yeah, I think one of those things that was therapeutic in a sense for me. You get these therapeutic moments with characters where it's like, man, I needed that, you know. It's definitely one of being reminded that you do have friends that you can go to and, you know, be close with and, you know, share your grievances and your struggles with, and they aren't going to hate you for it.
That's why you have the emotional support snail.
Yes.
It's a friend.
Yes. If anyone's curious. Hold on. I'm getting really close up to that. Hold on. Oh no. Michelle, your face is in the way.
Wow. Better?
Won't focus. Okay, fine. Whatever. Emotional support snail, everybody.
Maybe I'm emotional support snail.
All of the you know, old school fans, if you know, you know.
Oh yeah.
If you know, you know.
The realist.
Yeah, those who have been there from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I must say, thank you both, by the way, for pouring so much of yourselves into these characters. It definitely came across. I know over here on our side, we always talk about it's that journey. You kind of live through Zed's journey, and that journey kind of touches other characters as you go from world to world. So that definitely translates through. Let's just dive into it. So, Bieko loves calling Zed Bubby. Cute little nickname. It's very endearing. Did you guys have any cute nicknames or embarrassing nicknames, you know, of the same style growing up?
Oh man, I had a terrible one in high school. So growing up, so my last name is Winckler. It's a very easy name to make fun of. But it sounds bad. It sounds terrible, but I swear it was endearing. They called me Winky, like throughout high school. Like, I don't know if you'll have to censor that, but like, you know, it's like I went to like this really like private school environment, you know, like kind of like religious school, and it was really funny because, you know, when you got made fun of, you got made fun of hard. And so it started with me being made fun of, and then it turned into, oh wait, that doesn't bother him. Why doesn't it bother? This guy's cool. All right, yeah, it's Winky. And I'm like, all right, cool. I guess that sticks. Fine.
For me, as a child, I was like really hyper. I guess I still sort of am a little bit, but so that's how I can play like energizing characters. But my parents told me that when I was younger, I was just go, 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 and I wouldn't stop unless my head hit the pillow and I was out. And I like slept. I was like out. But my parents said, or gave me the nickname Energizer Bunny. That was my name. So yeah.
You know, that fits. Awesome. All right. Next fun question. So, anyone who's played Disgaea 6 knows about Cerberus. He's the little dog with a big brain. If you could have your mind put into something else, like Cerberus style, what would you have your mind put into? It could be, you know, any person, any living thing. Just what would you want your mind to be in?
A giraffe.
I almost said a Cabbage Patch Kid.
You'd be stuck on the shelf. You wouldn't be able to move.
Yeah, but then I could like haunt like people, like weird collectors. Like, I don't know. No. Okay, if I were to actually be serious about this question, what would I choose? That's hard.
Well, I'm serious about my answer.
A giraffe?
I want to be a giraffe.
What got it much done?
No, that's why. I love giraffes. They're so cute. I went to the zoo once and I fed a leaf to Philip. He was a giraffe. He was so cute. I love giraffes.
Ooh, I would I would probably go the Cerberus route. I would like become a Shiba Inu.
They're cute.
Yeah, they're such fun dogs.
Oh, that's a great choice. I love that choice. I endorse this choice.
Yes. I
Alright.
make viral videos, you know, doing the transit.
Yeah.
Or
Everyone loves
the potato pug.
Yeah.
everyone loves the dancing dogs. I back this too. I endorse this. All right. On a similar question, though, this one you might have a bit more fun with. So Super Reincarnation is a huge game mechanic, and when Zed does it, he appears in a different world, and hopefully he's a bit stronger and a bit wiser. If you could super reincarnate, where would you appear, and as who or what would you reincarnate as?
I don't want to promote another video game, but Kingdom Hearts. I would do that stuff.
That's your favorite.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's a different one. I can do this. I'm smart.
You can describe the place without saying the name. if
No.
that
That's true.
Gosh, this one's hard because
Yeah,
it's
because
like when
there's some.
someone asks you what movie is this, and you're like,
Oh.
I don't know.
Wow. The brain question was easier. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Man, if you know what? Actually, I would want to. I'm just gonna make up a world. I would want to go to like a video game, like pixelated world, almost like imagine like Minecraft style. You know, like, and not necessarily that same style, but imagine retro 8-bit, like style games. Like I love that sort of thing. Like just imagining being in a video game world for me would be very cool. And I don't know, I would love to like, have the JRPG, type classes and stuff that I could choose from. Specifically, either a bard or a mage. And I feel like I could super reincarnate as like a mage or a bard and like have a great time. Like, because either I'm playing music and making people happy, or I'm casting spells and making myself happy.
Gosh, I still don't know. I guess I'll like if I could create a world, just somewhere where there's like a cozy little like cabin, but no spiders. Sorry, spiders, not a fan. But sort of cottage core, kind of like
Cottage core?
No, it's
What
a
is
thing.
that?
It's really cute. Like it's like it's kind of like you have strawberry bushes and you work the land kind of. It's kind of like I don't know if you know Morigaru, but it's like this forest girl, like this kind of sense where it's like you go back to natural things, but it's like relaxing and focusing on like your inner workings of your mind.
Yeah.
And like just being one with the land and wearing like muted tones and lace and cute wicker baskets and picnics. Like it's that kind of thing.
I think she likes it, y'all.
Well, just sort of that kind of aesthetic. I really like it because when you live around because I'm from a really small town and I kind of knew everybody growing up, and then moving here to LA, it's like a lot different.
Oh yeah.
And so I just sort of miss that sort of like small town like quietness.
I miss that too.
So just to be like, if I could like take a break sometime and be like, oh, I'll be right back. Sort of like not time traveling, but like place traveling.
Super reincarnating?
Yeah, but like you could come back. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's just called traveling. I don't know. But that's awesome. That sounds...
I transplanted my brain into a giraffe, so sorry, like I'm still like recovering from that, clearly.
Sorry.
That's a good answer, though, honestly. That sounds very pleasant. So we mentioned earlier that Bieko would love to be a doctor someday, but what do you guys think would be other great jobs she could do with her determination and her spunk and her energy?
She'd make a great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like not to like make everything about acting, but like like she'd absolutely kill it. Like which is funny because you're already an actor, But yeah, besides acting, like I could see her as a teacher. I could see her as a a motivational speaker. Like
you can do it. Believe in yourself like I do. Be the Bieko.
Perfect.
I think she would be really good as a veterinarian because she likes, animals and, just helping people with that kind of aspect. Or maybe like a gardener or like a
horticulturist or whatever.
Or what's the term?
Is that a term?
What's the term? I don't know. Not a biologist, although that would be really funny if she was a biologist. That might work. I'm trying to think of what it is. A botanist. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Because it's like with plants and stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like anything that sort of has that, like you have to pause and really take your time to care for whatever it is. I think Bieko would be really good in that role.
Yeah, I was thinking you were saying biologist, and I'm like, maybe she can find Zed's missing brain cell. He's only got 2.
Well, she'll create new brain cells. I'm like, here, I made this for you.
Oh, Bieko, you're the best. Anyway.
Aw. All right. One last question before we move on to our games. So, I think we can all agree we have someone in our life who reminds us of Zed, and someone who in our lives who reminds us of Bieko, the stubborn one and the supportive one. For you guys personally, who is your Zed and who is your Bieko?
Ooh, I have 2 of them. I have 2 people in mind.
You should go first. I'm still thinking.
So, first of all, obviously the person that inspired a lot of Zed for me, Alex, my girlfriend. Shout out, to you. And then also Kaylee Mills. Kaylee Mills. Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. We used to be roommates back in the day. And it's funny because I think of Zed and I'm like I feel like Kaylee and Zed share a lot of that gremlin energy where it's just pure chaos. So, what's up, Kaylee? Hope you're watching this.
We'll tag her and stuff.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, why did they tag me?
Yeah, just am I in this?
I think that for the sweet and supportive is obviously my husband.
Aww.
He's my person. I love him a lot.
Hey, you keep gushing.
But he's always been really supportive of my dreams and just me in general. And the really funny thing is that we kind of flip-flop. If I'm ever like, oh, this isn't gonna work, this is he's like, I got you. So he's really good about that. And then when he's like, oh, I don't know, I'm like, no, I got you. So, it's kind of that aspect.
Jeez, and I'm just sitting here yeah, my girlfriend's so violent.
Stubborn. I don't actually I can't think of anybody that's that stubborn person. I kind of, maybe this is weird, but I kind of thought of myself because I'm the stubborn one. That's just kind of if there's something that I want to do, I'm like, no, I will find a way to do it. I can do this. And so I think that's why it's nice. Shout out to my husband because he's the sweet side and he's the, the one to bring me back if I get too so.
Shout out received. Thank you.
Guest star. All right.
Yeah, just hey.
Oh my goodness.
Whoever edits us, keep that in. We need that. All right. Thank you both. All right. Enough questions. Let's get to the games, yeah?
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
All right. So we're going to do a couple fun games. These will be hopefully fun. We'll see. So our first game is Date or Dump. It's going to be Date or Dump. That's what we're calling it. We're going to
Date or Dump.
Yeah, so this one's pretty simple. I'm going to show you a picture of a character from the Disgaea series, any game. You'll get their name, and you'll get like a one-line description of them. You got to tell me if you would date them or not.
Ooh.
If you want to give me a reasoning, feel free. There's some pretty outrageous ones throughout the series. And for the audience at home, they have not seen any of this. This is all new. They don't know who I picked. They know they're gonna do this game. They don't know who I set them up with. So, am I a good matchmaker? We're gonna find out right now. All right. First contestant. The classic Laharl, the original Disgaea protagonist, the snarky yet powerful wannabe overlord. What do you guys think? Date or dump?
You're up first.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Let's see. I think Bieko would try to be friends, but Bieko thinks that he's a little, like, big-headed, so maybe he wouldn't want to be friends with Bieko. But Bieko would try really hard to be friends.
Well, can I just say, I despise your fashion. Like your fashion choices are strange. I don't know what these are. These little.
Their antenna.
Yeah, it's like, is that how he smells things? Like, it's curious. But you know what? I'm sure. No, dumb. The biggest dump.
You know, it's funny though. Laharl is an extra playable character in Disgaea 6, so Laharl and Zed do meet in Disgaea 6. You can see how that plays out when the game comes out. Next up, another classic character from the original Disgaea, Etna, manipulative demon mistress revered by Prinnies. So, date or dump?
I personally really like redheads.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ooh, what do we have here? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sure. Like, yeah. Date. Yeah. I'll answer that confidently.
Bieko would be friends with her so she could be friends with the Prinnies.
Oh.
Secret motivation.
That's actually a good answer. I believe Etna also appears in Disgaea 6, so you can see how that plays out.
Oh, I want to see all these interactions.
All right. Next up, Captain Gordon, also from the first Disgaea game. Dim-witted, justice-seeking, defender of Earth. All right. Gaze at the sparkle, then date or dump?
Look at that smirk. You gotta turn that smirk down.
It's gonna be a frown.
Oh.
Little
Whoa.
too extra.
You know what?
Little too extra for me.
You know what, Gordon? You know what? You can defend my Earth any day. All right. Thank you for your service, Captain Gordon. Thank you.
Wow. Brandon, you're giving everyone a chance, but Michelle, you're tough. You're tough.
I was friends with the first two people, okay?
All right. The friend zone is still a good zone. That's okay.
Ooh.
That's still fine.
It's so weird. I don't know how I'm supposed to answer these because Bieko is like 5 and I'm married, so I'm like, what do I
Whoa,
do?
that is a fat
That's a
squirrel.
squirrel.
That's the
There's
fattest.
a really big squirrel over there.
That's a really fat squirrel. I'm sorry. This was, dude.
We at home can't see the squirrel. You're gonna have to.
Just
Gosh,
imagine
bro.
like a sphere.
It's a
Just
donkey.
like literally like have your editing guy like put a sphere
Oh,
with a
it's
little
right down.
like squirrel head on it. That's what we're seeing right now.
He's like bigger than this microphone. Chunky.
He's like round.
He's a round.
Chunky
Wow.
guys. All right.
Anyway, sorry.
No, it's all good. All right. Next up, Axel from Disgaea 2, a showboating demon who acts without thinking. So, date or dump?
He's got a fancy collar.
I like his jacket. I don't know.
He's got that nice I wish I had that V. You know what I'm talking about? You
I like
know.
his name.
Yeah,
His name's
Axel.
cool.
Axel's a cool name. Yeah. I think I'll have to pass though. Like something about him just reads like, "Don't run into me in a dark alley."
Yeah, I'm with Brandon. I'm gonna stay with
No, sorry,
No,
sorry,
it's okay.
Axel. We just axed Axel.
Ooh.
you.
By the way, is there a correlation between trench coats and trustworthiness? That seems to be a thing. I'm noticing.
Okay.
It's like West Side Story. Like,
I laugh because I have a character in my book who wears a trench coat, so
Oh,
it's funny.
Michelle, what is that book, by the way?
Oh, my debut novel, Allies, is actually coming out on August 27th of this year, and I'm really excited. It's a YA dystopian science fiction novel, and I've been working on it, this particular book, for 2 years, so I'm really excited for it to come out. And yeah, there's a character with a trench coat, but he's not the main character, so
Oh, interesting. I will check out this book, and the rest
that's
of
why
you
I'm
should too.
promoting my book. There's a trench coat, guys!
That's it's the hook. It's the selling point. All right,
I'm entrenched by trench coats.
I love this. All right, next up, Brass Barrel from
He's so
Disgaea 3.
cute!
Wow, she's
Yes!
cute.
Yes!
Yes.
He's cute, yes!
I agree.
Yes!
All right,
Sorry, we
Okay.
didn't even let you finish.
no,
Like,
it's all good.
And her name
Alright.
is cute. It's like
it's got
raspberry.
no horns.
She is adorable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cute. So, the delinquent demon and self-proclaimed total badass. Now, I do want to point out that delinquent in this context is, unlike most demons, she acts kind. That's
Yeah.
what a delinquent demon is. A demon who acts
Oh.
kind. It's
Yep.
totally fake, like not fake, but it's totally like, she's only doing it for the appearances. She's a demon at heart, so don't be fooled. But
So she's
Either
a
way.
cat.
What?
She's a cat.
Oh yeah, cats are mean.
oh wow.
I
I
love
didn't think
cats,
about
but that's she sounds like a cat.
Yeah.
that. All right, what do you think? Date or dump?
Ooh, yes,
Yes.
definitely date. Because I mean, kind of redhead. You know, it's more like a purplish, like I'm very
Redhead,
easy
yes.
to read. You know.
Redhead, yes.
Yeah, I'm just like
I'm
I'm
more
like,
for the personality.
see, I'm shallow. Just
Oh
kidding.
gosh. Unfortunately, we can't set up that date to, get that personality out. So we're gonna have to go off of what we have here. It's okay. So, she is cute though. So there's that at least.
Yes.
All right. Next up, Master Big Star, also from Disgaea 3, charismatic tactician who speaks in poetic language. And when I say poetic language, I mean it's all metaphors and similes with this person,
Oh.
demon. They're not people. They're demons.
They've got a rose.
I know. I
Come
feel
on,
bad because
romantic.
instantly I was just like, they spoke like that all the time. Ooh. Like, fare thee well, good maiden. It
I
is
am on-
morrow. And I'm just like,
I am oneth my way to the restroom.
On my walk, I gathered roses from thy neighbor's hedges. Like, I don't know.
Behold, I shall take a massive dump like I am dumping this character.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to.
Yeah, no, dumping. Yeah, I'll have to say dump. Like the cowboy spurs don't work with the medieval charm
He
you're
just
trying to
seems
throw
a
off
little
here.
extra.
Are those spurs? Are those spurs? Yeah.
Those look like spurs. Yeah, I did not even notice that. Wow. Pick your aesthetic and stick with it.
I'm sorry. It's just,
All
yeah.
right.
Give me another redhead. Where's the next one?
I don't remember if there's another one. We'll see. Okay, this is Valvatores, the main character from Disgaea 4, boisterous, tyrant-turned-prinny instructor who loves sardines. When I say loves sardines, I mean it's within the first 5 minutes of the game. He talks about sardines.
I think Michelle likes him.
Okay, well, partially because okay, like my husband loves sardines, so like I don't like Sturdy.
Well, obviously, that's your husband.
But it's like the vampire
Your
aesthetic.
new husband.
And he has black hair, so like I'm already sold on that part.
Let's see.
Yeah, so you're redheads, I'm black hair. I like that. Yeah.
Let's see. He gives me like Count Chocula vibes, so I'm okay. You know, like
Wow. I will say this is the first one that Michelle was kind of yes for. So what if
I'm indecisive. I'm just like, no, yes.
All right, how about this? What if it was your husband cosplaying Valvatores? Like, get him a cape, get him some, leather pants, spike up the hair a little bit.
What's wrong with leather pants?
Or are those leather pants? Those might not. I don't know.
Sorry, if you know the type of person he is, he's like, sorry, your husband's a dork. In the best way. In the best way. Ow.
No emotional support snail for you.
Ooh.
No, but he's really chill.
He's sweet.
He's
That's
like,
what I mean by
every
dork.
time he comes to the house, like, hey guys, how you doing, guys? How are you guys? Like,
Wow. All right, he doesn't have to act like Valvatores. What if he just dressed up like a vampire like Valvatores? Would that be a yay or a nay?
well, yeah, if he cosplayed as anyone, I would be really supportive because he'd be really cute.
Okay.
Especially cute in a tie.
There
Aw.
you go.
There you go, folks. We got one. We got one from Michelle. We got one. All right. Next up.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
She's cute.
So I will, before you dive head first, Volcanus from Disgaea 4, the Angel of Avarice, who is kind-hearted, but is greedy when it comes to money. With that in mind, date or dump.
Hey, I need someone who's good with money.
I didn't say good with money. I said greedy with money.
Implying there's a lot.
I don't know. I think she'd be like fun to go on like one date with.
Yeah.
She'd probably have to pay for everything because she'd be like, I don't have any money. Has like $1 gazillion. And
Love her
Actuality.
aesthetic.
I like the shoes and it's cute.
I would like to hold hands with her.
For those of you wondering about the question mark, spoilers. You have to play Disgaea 4 to figure that out. All right, let's see. I don't know how many I have here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that was quick. This is Kilia, main character from Disgaea 5, the vengeful loner who eats every chance he gets.
Oh,
He
yeah,
might not
loner,
look
yeah.
like it.
Old.
Yeah. The thing is, he burns calories very fast. That's just a fact of his character. So he eats a lot. So, date or dump?
Yes.
I like his ears. I don't know what it is about his ears. I'm like, all right, pointy ears, cool.
I think we found Michelle's type.
Shout outs from Daniel. I think we did.
Though I am getting like Keebler elf vibes.
Ooh.
Like-
I mean, he
What?
look at him.
Yeah, I see him.
Oh, man.
I'll do a soft pass.
Okay.
Soft.
That's okay. He can.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Goodness.
Okay, I think there's.
I'm a professional. Okay.
All right, I think there's one left, if I recall correctly. Red Magnus from Disgaea 5, brash, headstrong demon who speaks in third person and says "super" a lot.
I think you'd be really fun to like hang out with.
Yeah, hang out with.
Yeah.
Be
So what
fun
do
to
you
hang out with.
So, date or dump?
Ooh. It'd be fun to hang out.
Yeah, you'd be really fun to hang out with though.
Hang out with.
No. Like if you went to the beach or something, I could imagine him like being like, "Hey, look, I picked up this log," and like chucking it across the.
That log had a child.
Sorry, that's such a good song. Stop right now.
Yeah, I feel like he'd be like chill to hang out with. I don't know him at all, but you know,
don't know
like
any of these characters, Brandon.
that's a good point. But you know, like, yeah, I date, yeah, solid like he could bench press me, and I'm okay with that.
And he's a redhead, so you know.
Yeah. Oh,
It's fire.
I didn't even think of that. Oh, that is such a what?
Next game, who said it better? So this is pretty simple. I'm going to show you a character and show you a line they say, and you're going to do your best blind impression of this character saying that line, and then I will play back the actual line and see how you do. So we're going to dive right into it right here. First up, Brandon. Edit in some air horns for this part.
Yeah.
All right. Here's your first character.
Ooh.
Good old
Okay.
Oharo. It's
All
10
right.
seconds, and whenever you're ready.
Gotta turn the gain down.
Yeah, gain down for this one because I'll get loud.
Mhm.
Oh, it's gonna sound like Zed. You know what? I'm gonna do. I think I know what Laharl sounds like. So. This is the real bad.
It's okay.
Oh no! I'm an actor. How did that work? How did I get here? I tried to do an impression. Obviously, it didn't work. All right, so let's try this again. Serious now. This is the real battle to see who the strongest in the universe is. I won't be playing around this time.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how.
I like my first take better.
Oh my god. Oh. Let's see how it is in game.
This is the real battle to see who the strongest in the universe is. I won't be playing around this time.
See? Like, I was trying to do an impression of that. And that's all. I'm not a bad actor, I swear.
We love you, Brandon. You did good.
Thank you.
Let's go on to the next one. This one might be a little familiar to you. Good old Ivar, your best friend from Disgaea 6. Remember him? Remember him?
Oh, I know Matt really well, so.
All right, shout outs to Matt. We'll tag him too. It's fine.
Yeah. Hold on. You're acting as if nothing happened, but aren't you supposed to be dead?
Whoa, was Matt here? Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. All right. Let's hear it.
Hold on. You're acting as if nothing happened, but aren't you supposed to be dead?
Not far off.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That wasn't too bad.
I think we can squeeze in the third one. Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Last one for Brandon. Adele from Disgaea 2.
Okay. Even if your legs are broken and your arms fall off, let's try that again. Even if your legs are broken and your... I can't say words!
Even if your mouth is broken and your lips don't work.
This is a real thing that happens. This is like an actual session. All right, so let's see. Even if your legs are broken and your arms fall off, you have to fight to the end. That's just my style. Okay, cool. Even if your legs are broken and your arms fall off, you have to fight to the end. That's just my style.
Yay.
That was pretty good. All right.
Even if your legs are broken and your arms fall off, you have to fight to the end. That's just my style.
I
Oh.
really like that actor.
Yes.
Who's that actor?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Nice job, Brandon.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
Next up, Michelle. More air horns. All right, Michelle. Here's your first one.
Edna.
What? Oh no! Oh, Michelle, have fun.
Let's see.
From this day on, you're gonna pee in your pants every time you hear my name. You ready?
Oh, I got some snarkiness in there. I like it. All right. Here we go.
From this day on, you're gonna pee in your pants every time you hear my name. You ready?
That sounded like a threat.
I was too spunky.
She is all about the threats, though. That's just her thing.
Brandon did say date, though, so, just put it on the record.
Maybe I'm regretting it now.
Oh, no. All right, Michelle, next one.
I love her. Doesn't Kira voice this character?
Oh, I think so.
Oh.
I think.
All right, shout out to Kira. Lots of tags for this video.
One sardine for 20 hours of labor. That was our agreement. Now put your backs into it. You soft, squishy backs.
See, I messed up too.
Yay, I'm not the only one.
Well, her arm is in the way, so
Yeah,
I didn't.
sorry, I didn't realize it
That
until
was
now.
because the line wasn't there, and so I was reading what was actually on the page.
Oh, my bad.
See,
Okay,
I'm
try again.
just a bad actor. I get it.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
One sardine for 20 hours of labor. That was our agreement. Now put your backs into it. Your soft, squishy backs.
Nice. All right. And?
One sardine for 20 hours of labor. That was our agreement. Now, put your backs into it. Your soft, squishy backs.
Oh.
That was nice. All right. Last one from Michelle.
I love Melanie. I love her. She's voiced by Sandy Fox.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love Sandy Fox.
I'm the messenger of love and justice. I'm on the side of love. Oh, and justice.
That was pretty good.
I'm the messenger of love and justice. I'm on the side of love. Oh, and justice.
That was
great. Awesome. All right, thank you both. That was great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right. And with that wraps up our video. Thank you both so much for spending time with us and having fun with us. And is there anything you want to say to the audience at home?
Play Disgaea 6 complete. It's coming out soon, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna replay it. It's gonna be a great time.
And thank you all so much for your support. And for those of you who have drawn fan art of our characters,
Oh my
thank you
gosh,
so
yes.
much. They're so good.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Michelle. And thank you all for watching. See you guys.
All right, see ya.
Oh no!
Awesome.
Don't drop the snail.